Hello students, hope you all are well. Today we are going to discuss common errors in English language. Here today I am going to discuss a few. Then after some time I am going to make videos on other errors also, right? And you know that it is said that no pure language is used. We do common errors while speaking or writing, right? But yes, we should know so that we can remove our mistakes, and that is why we are going to discuss common errors here. And we should also know that language is not fixed, it keeps on changing by the time, so that is why we have to update also, right? So I would start from the first slide, that is dot, period or full stop in every abbreviation. You should know that abbreviation is short form, and you should know that there are two rules for abbreviation short form: when we use full stop and when we don't use full stop or period. And you must have noticed that some use dot in doctor and some they don't use, right? So we should know that in which abbreviation dot is used and in which abbreviation dot is not used. So let us see. First is that in British English the abbreviations end with the same letter as the full word, then no dot is required. I'm simplifying and then you can read this information. But yes, first rule I'm telling you that when full word or full form of a word is matched with the short form, how? The last letter of full word match with the short form or abbreviation of the same word. For example, doctor, DOCTOR, the last letter of the doctor and abbreviation of doctor, DR, R and R in full form and short form is common, and in such cases no dot is required. I am repeating, when full word, the spelling of full word and the last letter of the full word and abbreviation of and last letter of abbreviation is common, then there is no dot or period is required. I think you must have got it. Number 2, abbreviations where the final letter is not same. When the final letter is not the same as the word it's abbreviating, such that captain, 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 and short form of captain is CAPT, and that is why in full spelling N, captain ends with the letter N, but short form of captain is CAPT, and that is why T and N are not being matched, and that is why dot is required. Same with case of professor, PROF. So dot is required. Why? Because the last letter of professor is R and short form of professor is F, and R and F are not matched, and that is why dot is required. So that is the second rule. I am repeating. First rule is when the last letter of full form, full word and last letter of abbreviation is same, then no dot is required. When last letter of the full word and last letter of abbreviation are not matched, then dot is required. Example, let us see the example. Let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Sherlock Holmes and Captain John Watson. Right? Mr. MR, no dot is required. Captain, dot is required. Okay. Moving ahead. Now, said or told. Said is used when there is no receiving object. Another rule for said and told. When do we use said and when do we use told? Let us see. So said is used when there is no receiving object from the subject in transitive verb. You just remember that when verb is intransitive, you know that the difference between intransitive and transitive. Intransitive means when action transfers to the another noun or pronoun or object. When action transfers to the object is called transitive verb. Transitive verb means action transfers to the verb, right, to the object. And when action does not to the object, that is called intransitive. I'm repeating. When action transfers to an object is called transitive verb. When action or verb, main verb is action. When action is not transferred to an object, means there is no object, that is called intransitive verb. First, it should be very clear. Now you will be able to understand. Said is used when there is no receiving object from the subject, means intransitive verb. When verb is objectless, then said is used. Please take care. Example, he said to whom we don't know. He said, I cannot attend the occasion. That is, they are talking about direct, indirect, but example I'm telling you. He said, why said is used? You just have to focus on said. He said to whom? No, not object is not given. So he said, I cannot attend the occasion. He said that he could not. Here said, you just have to focus on said. That in first case he said, and then sometime another example. Sometime you say that I am just coming, where you don't, sometime you don't tell to your mother that where are you going. You said I'm coming. Coming means you just coming back from somewhere. Your mother is not aware where are you going. Sometime you say that okay, I'm going to college. So your going, action of going is end to college. So that college is an object, right? Simple example, Ram killed Ravan. So killing ends with Ravan. So that is why Ravan is an object, and both the Ram killed Ravan, this sentence, killed is the verb, that is transitive, because action ends with an object. But if you say that I'm going, so where, you don't know, so that is going, where place is not clear, that is called intransitive. So that's a I am going is the, that is you said, right? I completed, but what, not clear. Then all these kind of sentence are called intransitive. Now come to said and told. So you just have to be very much clear that he said to me, she said to me, he said to Ram, Mr. Mohan said to Mr. Sharma, right? So these kind means to whom he said. So said, so these all are the wrong sentences. When if you said that said to whom, it's not clear. So when sentence ends with said, he said, I am not going to speak. So that's a said. He told will never be used. He said, I am not going to. So what is the difference between said and told? Said is used for when object is not given, and told is used when object is given. I think I am clear. That's a he said, and then object is he said to Mohan, he said to Ram, Mr. Ram said to Mr. Prime Minister said to audience, right? Mr. Prime Minister said. To whom? Not clear. So said will be used. But told when, for example, he said to Mohan, so he told Mohan. Why narration, example of narration is given here? Because generally when we report something, then we use said and told. So you should be very much clear that that is said is used when not to whom is not clear, means object is not clear. So said will be used, and when object is there, then told will be used. Example, when there is an object to receive the action from the subject is transitive. I have already made it clear. And then he told Mohan, right? He told to. Please take care. Not told to. Here in red letters it is written not told to. Please take care. To is already merged in set to. Set to, the set to is replaced by told. So don't write told to, that is said. He told Mohan, right? This way sentence will be converted. I think it's also clear. Moving to next slide. Order of personal pronoun. That is another common error we do. Personal pronoun, I have made video on it. That is very important part of your grammar. Very, very important. So I am telling you in a brief what is personal pronoun. Personal pronouns, as name suggests, that personal pronouns are used for person, and you know that in English there are three persons: first person, second person, and third person. In Sanskrit there are three persons: pratham purush, madhyam purush, and uttam purush, right? But in English there are first person, second person, and third person. So first person is I or we. Why? Because first person may be singular or plural. So first person singular is I, first person plural is we. Second person again may be singular or plural, but second person is very important. You, and you. Second person is you and you. Singular is you, plural is you. Third person, when we cannot see the person, that is third person, singular or plural. So singular is he. Here we have to think for gender: he or she or it, or plural is common, that's a they. So if you count all personal pronoun, these are called these are 7. Let us count: I, we, you, he, she, it, they. These are called personal pronoun. So that's a personal pronoun. Subjective pronoun, these are the personal subjective pronoun. But why? Because all these I, we, you, he, she, it, and they are used as subject, means before verb. These all pronoun are used. I am repeating: I, we, you, he, she, it, and they are used before the verb or as a subject. But after the verb, so all these pronoun, the form of pronoun will be changed. I becomes me, we becomes us, you is common, you is singular, you is plural, you is subject, you is object. There is no change in you form. So you will be same, but he becomes him, not his. Please take care. He becomes him, she becomes her. It is common, it is subject, and it is no form of it will be changed. It will remain it before the verb and after the verb, as a subject or as an object. Then they become them. They becomes them. So here I have already repeated, and you can see my video which is made upon personal pronoun. Right now let us see what's the rule, what's the order. Important thing is that when a sentence is made up of three persons, means when there are three pronoun, all three, first person pronoun, second and third person, then what is the order? Order is cannot be decided by us. There is an order, and let us read together what's the rule. Two rules are there. As per the rules related to the order of personal pronouns, it has to be 2, 3, 1. First of all, you just remember 231. It's a very common rule. The second person order, I'm telling you, suppose I, you and he are going to market today. So no I will be come first. Let us see what's the order. The second person in the first place, followed by the third person, and lastly the first person. Means, in other words, you can see, they understand this way, that I should be given third priority. We should given third priority to us. So us is always, suppose there are two person, then your priority will be second, right? So first priority in three persons. One is absent, one is not between us, your mummy is not here, I'm talking to you for example, and we all are going to go to movie today. So your mother and you and I. So what's the are going, suppose sentence is that your mother, you and I are going to go to movie today. So that's a, what's the correct order? Correct order is that first I have to say, if I'm speaking, I'm talking to you, so first I have to say, I have to tell you. You will be the first because you are sitting in front of me. So you, then your mother or she. You, your mother, and me. No, me comes after the verb. So you, your mother, and I are going to market today. So you will be the two, your mother is third person, you is the second person, mother is third person, and I will be the first person. And that's why 231, 231, this order is to be followed for normal sentence. First priority, who is sitting in front of us, means always you. Second priority, who is not between us, and third priority or last priority should be given to us, that is I. Now example is, it is you, he and I, which is correct, right? So we have already discussed. Now however, when the statement, please take care, this is the normal order, but when the statement is conventional, then the order will change. Conventional means confess, you have to confess, you have to accept something, you are accepting your mistake or error or blunder or sin, then order will be changed. What's the order? Suppose three person have done some one mistake, and you have, because of three persons carelessness, something goes wrong in your organization, then report is being made. So who will be the given the first priority? Not 231, then first person, because when confessional sentences means when acceptance, or when we are accepting our mistake, in that case first priority is I, first person, then you, second person, and third person. This will be the order, I, you and he, right? So order will be changed when I, you and he are sinner. Why? Because we all have done mistake, and that is why that's a I first, then you. This is normal 1 2 3 order will be followed. So please take care. Another sentence, I and you. Suppose there are not third person, but two are there. So I and you have made a mistake. So I will be come first when sentence is of acceptance or error. When you accept your error, then normal order will be followed, 1 2 3 or 1 or 2 or 1 or 3, whatever the sentence or whomsoever is involved, right? So that's the another rule. Moving to next one, he and I are or am, right? Suppose sentences he and I am telling you sentences he and I, then whether R will be used or M will be used. The correct expression would be he and I are. It may be absurd, it may be not digestible to you, please take care. But when sentence is made this way, he and I am decided to M have decided M, he and I am written this poetry, right? So when you listen, when you discuss, I think it is not digestible to you, but this is the rule. Although the pronoun I stands singular, I stands singular, you know, I is a special case. I is followed I have, I has, though it's singular, but we don't say I has, I have. I am, M is only exclusively used for I, but then I have, we say, we used to say, right? So when I is connected to the, to he with conjunction, and it becomes plural. Why? Because there will be two person, he and I, right? So that there are two persons. So for plural subjects, the use of plural verb is a must. So please take care. Therefore, correct answer is he and I are. I am telling you example. I have already tell you that he and I are the partner in this project, right? He and I are the partner in this project, not he and I am. No. Why? Because he and I, there are two people, and for two means plural, and for plural are will be followed. So that's the rule. Please take care. If you are not getting any confusion for any discussion, you are most welcome. Now next, a number of and the number of, a few, the few, and few, right? And then little, a little, and the little. So in next slide we are going to discuss, but here I am going to do, because these are very common and very oftenly asked in competitive exams also. So that is why I am discussing, but here I am discussing a number of and the number of, and it's very interesting that a is used for single, but a follows plural verb. How? Let us see. A number of some countable noun. When you say a number of, this phrase means at least countable, is always plural. Please take care. A number of. However, a is singular, but a number of means something countable, and that is why for countable noun, plural verb will be followed. A number of is used with a plural verb. Example: a number of students. A number of students are going on the trip. Please take care. A number of students, not is. A number of students are going on the trip. So a is singular, but it is plural. Please take care. This way you can remember. Now the, of course, is singular, countable noun, but singular. How? The number of some countable noun is always singular. The number of is used with a singular verb. You just have to take care. The number of crimes in New York has is a singular verb, has increased this year. So please take care. Please keep in mind, a number of, a is singular but will be followed by plural. This way you can remember. And the number is singular. If a number is plural, the number is singular. So please take care when you use such phrases, right? Now that's the last slide of this show. That's very common. Some of you must be aware, because it is now oftenly discussed by faculty members, but then please take care. Yours obediently, and your obediently. So which is correct? Yours faithfully, or obediently, or sincerely. But which yours? Second one is correct. Yours is also used with obediently, faithfully, truly, sincerely at the end of the formal letter or email. The common expressions are, that is, yours faithfully is used if it someone that you don't know, you just write yours faithfully. And yours sincerely if it is someone that you know. Sincerely generally written for our organization in which we study or we work in the organization. So we used to write yours sincerely. But when organization is not known to you, that then you should write yours faithfully. So that is different issue. My concern is here which yours is correct. So second one is correct, and this yours come from pronoun, personal pronoun. I have already made the slideshow of personal pronoun. Please take care, I'm going to make it again. But yes, that's, I have already discussed subjective pronoun I, we, you, he, she, it, and objective pronoun I becomes me, you becomes us. So me, us, you, and him, he is, him, and her, and it, and them. These are the objective pronoun. Now one more category of pronoun is possessive pronoun. So when I'm just giving example, if some students are sitting in your class, they used to take lunch in your class. So first day you say that don't spoil our class, this is our class, this class. And one day if they are not listening to you, you said this is my class. So that is something mild, mild expression, but then still they come to your class. So you can say that this class is mine. So this is my class and this class is mine, right? Similarly, this is your problem, this problem, when I'm emphasizing the problem, this problem is yours. So this yours is never used with apostrophe. That's a thoroughly wrong. It's actually no expression with yours. Just now we had discussed abbreviation. So what's the full form of yours apostrophe yours? Your is no, your are no. So that's the no word, such kind of word is used, yours. So second one is yours without apostrophe. Your, this is your problem, or this problem is yours. So without apostrophe, this is yours. This problem, this is her problem, this problem is hers, without apostrophe. And these all are called they, theirs, her, hers, it, its. There are two its, one is apostrophe and one is without apostrophe. That is, its without apostrophe is possessive pronoun. So yours, its, hers, theirs, ours are called possessive pronoun without apostrophe. These all are called without apostrophe. So that is all for today. Here I am winding up. Please take care and follow me and write your comments. Thank you so much.